Let us start with section B. The first one, that is 21st. Find the domain of sec inverse of 2x plus 1. Here I should know basic domain of sec inverse x. So that is open interval minus infinity to minus 1 union 1 to infinity. So this is my domain for this sec inverse x. Now it is asked for 2x plus 1. So I will just have to replace 2x plus 1 is less than or equal to minus 1, and another condition 2x plus 1 is greater than or equal to 1. So if I just simplify, 2x is less than or equal to plus 1 will become minus 2, and then x is less than or equal to minus 1. And here 1 cancels, so 2x is greater than or equal to 0, so x is greater than or equal to 0. So my domain of sec inverse 2x plus 1 is equals to minus infinity till it is minus 1. So no change for the left hand side interval, union, but instead of now 1 it is 0 to infinity. So here most important concept to remember is you should know the domain of the original function, that is sec inverse x. Now consider the second example, question number 22. The radius of a cylinder is decreasing at the rate of 2 cm per second. So radius, assuming as r, question number 22, radius of a cylinder is decreasing at the rate of 2 cm per second. So dr by dt is given as 2 cm per second. And the altitude is increasing. So let the altitude be h. Altitude is equals to h. dh by dt is equals to 3 cm per second. Now, and rate of radius is decreasing, so I will denote by negative sign, and it is increasing, so no positive sign. Now find the rate of change of volume of the cylinder. So volume of a cylinder, I should know the formula. Volume of cylinder, that is pi r square h, and I have to find out dv by dt at r is equals to 4 cm and height is equals to 6 cm. So two parameters are given, r and h. So we are going to now consider the function v is equals to pi r square h. Differentiate both the sides with respect to t. So dv by dt, pi is a constant, it will be remain multiplied outside. Derivative of r square, that is 2r into dr by dt. H will remain constant here, plus r square constant into derivative of h. Now here dv by dt, I will just rewrite 2rh into dr by dt plus r square dh by dt. So here now I have to fill up the place values, that is dr by dt is equals to minus 2, dh by dt is 3, r is equals to 4, and h is equals to 6. So I will just replace dv by dt is equals to pi into 2 into the 2 into r, that is 4, into h. H is given as 6, and then minus 2, that is dr by dt, plus r square. R square is given as 4 square, that is 16, into dh by dt is given as 3. So I will just simplify pi, 6 4s are 24, 24 2s are 48 minus 96 plus 48. So my answer comes as minus 48 pi. So here volume is also decreasing. Negative sign signifies that volume is decreasing. Only I will place the unit, that is Here it is centimeter cube per second. It is important to mention the unit in the question. Now the next question number 23. It is from vectors. Find a vector of magnitude 5 which is perpendicular to both the vectors, that is a bar 3i minus 2j plus k cap, b bar is equals to 4i plus 3j minus 2k. Now this question is straightforward. I need to only find out first a bar cross b bar and then the magnitude of a bar cross b bar, and then I will multiply by 5. So this is the straightforward question from vectors. It is asked for 2 marks. So 3 minus 2 1, 4 3 minus 2. So I cap into minus 2 into minus 2, 4 minus 3 minus j into 3 2s are 6. So minus 6 minus 4 plus k cap into 3 3s are 9 plus 4 2s are 8. So I am getting I cap minus minus plus 10 j cap plus 17 k cap. So this is my vector. I will find out its magnitude. A bar cross b bar, its magnitude under root of 1 square 1 plus 10 square 100 plus 17 square is 289. So it becomes 390. So I got the magnitude. Now it is asked to find out a vector of magnitude 5. So I will just write down the magnitude 5 vector as, so vector is equals to 5 times a bar cross b bar divided by magnitude of a bar cross b bar. So my answer will be 5 into I cap plus 10 j cap plus 17 k cap divided by 390 root of. So this was the straightforward question for 2 marks. It is asked in the board exam. Here important to remember the perpendicular vectors obtained from the given two vectors is a cross product of the two vectors. Now the B part of it, question number 23b. A bar, B bar, C bar are three vectors such that A bar dot B bar is given as A bar dot C bar, and the second condition is given as A bar cross B bar is equals to A bar cross C bar. Now it is asked to prove that, here it is asked to prove B bar is equals to C bar. Now first condition, A bar dot B bar minus A bar dot C bar is equals to 0 implies A bar, I will just use the property, so B bar minus C bar, when the dot product of two vectors is 0, either they are perpendicular or B bar minus C bar is 0. So A bar is perpendicular to B bar minus C bar is one criteria, or B bar minus C bar is equals to 0. So this is the condition from the first A bar dot B bar equal to A bar dot C bar. Exactly similar way I will get this. So A bar cross B bar is equals to A minus A bar cross C bar equals to 0 bar. Now here it is a dot product, here scalar will be involved since it is a vector product, 0 bar. So here no syllable mistake has to be done. Now A bar common, so B bar cross B bar minus C bar equals to 0 bar. So when the cross product of two vectors are 0, so one is B bar minus C bar is equals to 0 and the other is A bar is parallel to B bar minus C bar. Now this condition at the same time not possible. A vector is parallel to itself, B bar minus C bar, and a vector is also parallel to B bar minus C bar. So which is not possible. So obvious condition is B bar minus C bar equals to 0, which implies B bar is equals to C bar. So here both the concepts, that is of dot product as well as cross product, are simplified, and then the conclusion made, since this not possible, a vector which is perpendicular as well as parallel to the given vector. Now question number 24. A man needs to hang two lanterns on a straight wire, and the end points are A 4 1 minus 2 and the B 6, 2, minus 3. Find the coordinates of the points where he hangs the lanterns such that these points trisect the wire. So the wire is getting into 3 equal parts. So 1, 2, 3. So these are the 3 equal parts. So P and Q I am giving the points. We have to find out the coordinates of P and Q. So this is exactly a grade 10 based question of section formula. So here P divides AB in ratio. So 3 equal parts. So 1 part is here, 2 part is here. So 1:2. And Q divides AB in the ratio 2:1. 2 parts are here and 1 part is here. So I will write down the coordinate of P using section formula. First I will write down the section formula. MB, I will first write down as in the vector form A bar 4I cap plus J cap minus 2K cap. B bar is equals to 6I cap plus 2J cap minus 3K cap. So this is your M and N. So I will write down as P is equals to M B bar plus N A bar upon M plus N. So here M, here 1 times 6I plus 2J minus 3K plus 2 times 4I plus J minus 2K divided by 1 plus 2, that is 3. So 6I plus 4 to the 8, so 14I, 2J plus 2J plus 4J, then minus 3, minus 4, minus 7K divided by 3. So I will write down in the again this point in a coordinate form, that is 14 by 3, 4 by 3 and minus 7 by 3. Here you can use the vector method or you can directly use as x1, x2, x3, y1, y2, y3 and z1, z2, z3. So exactly similarly coordinate of P can be found. Now the next question. Question number 25 is A, differentiating with respect to x sin x upon root of cos x. Again it is an easy function. U by V form is given. So we will effectively use U by V form differentiating with respect to x. Dy by dx is equals to V as it is, derivative of U, that is sin x, minus U as it is, derivative of V, that is root of cos x, divided by root of cos x ka square is cos x. So derivative of sin x is cos x. So cos x into cos x minus sin x, derivative of root x is 1 upon 2 root x. So root cos x will be here, into derivative of cos x is minus sin x. So cos x, I will just simplify. Cos x cancel, so root of cos x will remain here, minus plus sin square x divided by 2 cos x, root cos x into cos x, so cos x raised to 3 by 2. So this is the simplification of the problem. It was not at all difficult. U by V rule was asked. So recalling U by V rule is important in solving the problem. Now the second part of it, y is equals to 5 cos x minus 3 sin x. It is asked to prove that d2y by dx square plus y equals to 0. So first we will find out the first derivative, that is dy by dx. 5 minus sin x minus 3 cos x. Now again I will find out the derivative, d2y by dx square, derivative of sin x is cos x, and derivative of cos x is minus sin x. So minus minus plus. Now if I just add d2y by dx square plus y. So if I add y here, so minus 5 cos x plus 3 sin x plus 5 cos x, that is your y. I am doing adding now. So answer is getting 0. Hence proved. So two derivatives, correct two derivative steps, and the final you are going to get the 2 marks.